Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Rayman. The Cave of Scops, which is not Picture City, and the Crystal Palace is right next door. And, that doesn't look good. So this is the last world, and loves introducing new things, like brand new platforms that hurt you. There's actually no reason for me to go this way, because the only thing to the left is a power sphere. So I actually want to go this way to a question mark. Huh? Oh, that's why. However, the first cage is also all the way over here. So that's good. It's good. Another thing that this level really likes working with is it's grappling. Grappling is, well, it's everywhere in this level. It's not something I very much appreciate either. Well, I have to go up here anyway in order to get the power sphere, so and when you're not on the platform, it goes right through you and hurts you. Why? Don't know. And you really have to be vigilant and quick about getting through these grappling hooks. Now comes some fun grappling hooks, because we're gonna see them for a little bit longer than I would like. And that's because the cage spawned all the way over here. Luckily, they give you a checkpoint. Now we have to go all the way back down and avoid spikes. Spikes with eyeballs. Spikes with eyeballs that look like fish, that look like they're puffer fish, that look like they're several different things at once. Wow, that actually turned out to be... Ah! Spoke too soon. Well, luckily we got the cage, so we should be fine. Now, the one thing about this level that I really want to make sure of is, one, to get this cage, because that is a jerk. But I also want to make sure that I have at least 10 chains, because the last magician is actually in this level. That means I can't die, unfortunately, which, that's difficult for me to do, because at this point in the game, everything is difficult, and most likely you will die, especially here, because if you don't do it right, you're gonna die. I don't have a power sphere going on to the next section. Not that it really matters, because mostly it's just pitfalls that are gonna kill you instead of spikes or other enemies. There's a broom back there. Don't know why. There's also these ledges, which are rather interesting. I think we saw them once before. I think. I didn't want to go that way. Shoot. 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 Yes! Alright, I wanted to go up here for the speed power-up. Oh, you gotta be paranoid to play this game in order to get a lot of things. Or just be vigilant, or just be concentrating a lot and going, hey, what's over there? I saw something. So you have to have good observation skills. And don't go too far when getting cage 4, because if you go too far, a trigger will pop up, causing falling rocks to block your path out. And dealing with falling rocks and their explosions into 6 parts, including the eyes, it just makes it not fun. Now this character up here is a spider. Spiders are jerks because they take a while to kill, and once they're on the roof of anything or the ceiling, you can't kill them, because usually you can't get high enough in order to hit them. And then they spew out homing attacks, and no. Okay. I'm gonna meet you back at the spider. Alright, spider. Yeah, don't even bother trying to even kill him, because you don't get any good things out of killing them. I think they're the hardest enemies in order to kill. Oh, and those are eyes down. Oh, shoot. Those are eyes down there. They can see me. They can see me through solid wall. Why? I don't know. But there's a golden fist up there, and the cage is all the way over there. So, our next challenge is to actually get down onto these platforms safely. Easier said than done. Yay, checkpoint! Haha! So now our next beat is that we have to go all the way back in order to get that cage. However, we can't do it at this point, so we have to just continue going forward and consequently up. These follow a weird pattern compared to everything else. I think it's very unique in everything. Leap of faith. You need to be able to run, which you're able to do, and Argy-toons. Argy-toons. And then we can get up here for the 5th cage. Now the 6th cage is it's a bit of a weird one. And I say that because we have to ride this cloud platform and then ride it all the way back. Because another platform triggers, and then we ride it all the way to the right again, because it goes further. I'm preemptively ducking because you have to. Which gets us into this little crevice here with the final cage. Yeah, kind of a jerk place to put it, but... Why do they have the temporary ones that disappear? That doesn't make much sense to me. Now, there's one thing I want to actually talk about here, is the, as I go through this, I actually want to talk about the checkpoints. So, if you know about Rayman and you're a big fan of Rayman, you may know that there were several releases after the main releases for Rayman, such as Rayman was released recently, I believe like a couple of years ago, for the DSi, on the DSi store. This is a really bad grappling hook section, and I want to get up here for one specific reason. It's not going to let me, so I'm going to keep talking. On the DS version of Rayman, whenever you go across a checkpoint and use it, and of course if you know with the checkpoints, if you've actually been truly paying attention, you know that Rayman gets his picture taken, and that's the reason why I wanted to come up here as a life. He gets his picture taken at a checkpoint. However, in the DSi version, apparently what happens is the the DSi camera that is built into your DSi also takes a picture of you whenever this happens. Oh great, I have a fantastic setup to do this. These two enemies trigger randomly when dealing with this, and it's just not good, especially not this setup, because I'm probably going to be hit a lot. And I can't be hit a lot. Oh. This is not good, because you have to be able to jump over them. And they're perfectly in sync. So you know what? I can't get through this without getting killed. Or it's really hard. So I'm actually going to head back, do this all over, and get back to this point, and hopefully it'll trigger in a different position. There's a better situation. So it's actually really cool that the DSi camera takes a picture of you. It's probably not so good if you are the one who's getting his picture taken, because you're probably looking like a complete idiot. Especially for the first couple, because, well, you're not ready for it. Shoot. And I'm just gonna have to go over to the right, and then go over here for the speed power-up. jump over this. And this is the reason why we needed all these tings beforehand. And you can't really die on this section because there's not a lot of tings in this section. So pretty much you need to be good at this section, and it's a bit iffy in my chance. But now we get to play the final Ting Magician's game. And it's full of grappling hooks. Now, this one can either be really easy or really hard, depending on how well you can grapple. It seems to also be the one with the strictest time limit compared to a lot of others. But as long as you're pretty much consistent in your motions, you can get to all of them with 1 or 2 seconds to spare. And I believe that is all of the Ting Magician's games, so we can say goodbye to him as we go across this, which is kind of annoying because that one disappears randomly. I'm glad it didn't turn into something horrible. As we leave with all 6 cages, and it turns out that is the end of the level. There are only 2 sections in that level, except that the second section is fairly big. But yes, that is it for the Crystal Palace. So next time, it's time for some food. I'm hungry. So let's eat at Joe's. Whoever Joe is. Probably one of the friends like the musician and Terezan, if you remember Terezan. Oh. See you next time, everyone. Yeah? Oh. Boing, bingo, boingo, 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 done. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No!